Vice exposes her needle right here on stage.
Never show them girl who have the legal line now.
Just in time for the Yuletide season. Fresh from a successful tour of Europe, Agent Sasco brings the theory of reggaetivity.
Never rock a show and give the audience a proper show.
While second generation McGregor, Chino, steps out of the shadows and aims to be a force to be reckoned with between now and 2060.
We're larger than life, we're larger than life.
All coming up right here on stage, plus this week's e-news, reviews, and video stage. Welcome to the show, everyone. I'm Winford Williams. We'll be back.
Hey, yo, big up me brothers, Pagaden. Shout out to Shabba them.
Reaching more and more screens around the world every week. On stage. So much more than entertainment.
Welcome back, I'm Tiffany Ellis. Not as many as expected marched out to Pearly Beach in St. Anne, but fans of the headliners have no regrets.
Saturday, October 24. Headliners like Kokoti, Kimani Marley, Sizzla, the king of the dancehall Beanie Man, and the warlord Bounty Killer. Despite the low turnout of patrons, all delivered way above satisfactory performances.
Jamaica's all-inclusive luxury product has just received its grandest boost.
It's high quality, high touch service with quality employees.
A 5-star 700-room resort in the heart of Ocho Rios called Moon Palace Jamaica Grand.
A hotel with completely new and different facilities, something that is not very well known here in Jamaica.
Everything vacationers can ever imagine and more. With oceanfront view of the Caribbean Sea, the property was Jamaica Grand, then Sunset Jamaica Grand. Before this, a one-year multi-million-dollar transformation. A Mexican brand of 5-star all-inclusives, venturing outside of Mexico for the first time.
Actually, we decided to invest in here because we had a lot of people asking for another resort outside of Mexico, and one of the biggest requests was Jamaica.
We retained almost every single staff from Sunset.
The people from Jamaica is very well known for the warmness. They are really friendly. Okay. So what we do is just make a little research in regards what offer is what these islands have, and we are making a really good combination of both.
Talk about jobs. How many jobs are we looking at here?
We're going to have more than 1,000 people working from Jamaica. We actually kept 75% of the people from the old resort, and to be honest, right now I can say that that's one of the better decisions that we took.
The Grand being part of the name is quite fitting, for it speaks to not only the grand structure located on the longest stretch of private beach in Ocho Rios, but also the endless list of amenities for its guests.
We have our own dolphinarium. We have a flow rider, which is the only flow rider in Jamaica. It's a wave simulator for those who don't know. Of course, we retain the water slides and everything like that. And being a family-oriented property as well, we have our signature playroom for the little ones, and they have their own playground with water features and everything. We have our own wired teen center as well, and a fabulous loud bar, similar to a British pub type system. And for those of you, again, who've been to this resort, and remember the Jamaica Me Crazy Disco, we've moved it into the lobby, and it's now not even a Miami style, but a New York style disco. We have the Italian restaurant La Gondola, that is really superb. And we have Momo, which is our Oriental restaurant. And of course, on the beach, we're setting up a really nice seafood restaurant down there. We have a steakhouse to come, and this is the only hotel in Jamaica with a food court. We have a sushi bar in the food court, we have pizzeria, and we have an area for sandwiches and paninis and stuff like that as well in the food court. As well as we have 24-hour dining, we have many snack areas, and a world-class buffet downstairs as well. To a 24 treatment room spa. There's a pool in the spa, and you have the hot section, the cold section, and you do your hydrotherapy and stuff like that inside there.
The motherland has long been a big market for reggae and its exponents. Busy Signal is one such exponent who has been very vocal about his impact in countries on the continent of Africa. So he gave us a first-hand look.
Williams on stage, make people them see what go on, hear that?
The artist, who arrived in Zimbabwe on October 23 for the start of a continental tour, was met with a hero's welcome. That a local newspaper likened to the arrival of Bob Marley decades ago. The following day at the Glamis Stadium in the city of Harare, scenes here showing that Busy Signal is no small fry. Massive forwards on a show where he was the sole headliner with supporting local acts. Pan X, aka the 10th anniversary of the CB Pan Chicken Championship, is coming to a climatic end.
We're elated, we're humbled, we're overwhelmed by the response from the public over the years. Never did we imagine the event would become what it has. We are now dubbed the largest food festival in the island over our series, and it spawned our new offering, Jamaica Food and Drink Festival.
That festival, which started on Wednesday in Kingston, features various themes at various venues in the city, like the Pegasus on Thursday for a night called Crisp. Tomorrow, November 1, at the waterfront downtown Kingston, the grand finale and the crowning of the best pan chicken vendor in Jamaica. The usual excitement is expected with performances by Chris Martin, Baby Sham and Barrington Levy.
Goals, I definitely see us expanding in the Caribbean. We have been asked, and we're always up for a challenge. I mean, I always tell people every year we're challenged to offer more. This year we up the ante, we have more participants, we're giving them more in terms of prizes and more opportunity from the business side in our partnership with Jamaica National. And you know, we like the challenge at CB Foods, and we look forward to expanding and just continuing the push to help the men and women behind the pans.
All right, there you have it, our e-news and reviews for this week. Still to come, Spice exposes her needle eye just in time for the Yuletide season. Agent Sasco brings the theory of reggaetivity, while second-generation McGregor Chino steps out of the shadows and aims to be a force to be reckoned with. All one-on-one interviews with Winfred Williams coming up. But first, Video Stage after the break.
Boom it and a bubble and a roll it like a trend. I saw me go and come me don't have the man. So me sit down and just a wine.
Reaching more and more screens around the world every week. On Stage, so much more than entertainment.
Welcome back. Though not one of the front runners in the reggae dancehall space at the moment, this second generation McGregor has not given up on his journey in music.
Mr. Rough It Up, them call me Mr. Rough It Up.
And comes to our stage right now to exhibit and talk new projects. Chino we're talking about right now, right here on our stage. Chino.
Respect.
Blessed sir. Long time no see.
Right? It's been a minute.
Yes, explain for me that low profile. Why were you so low profile?
It's not that low. I guess probably as far as Jamaica is concerned. You know, we have to be out there spreading the wings and, you know what I mean, continuing this great work.
So you had been on the road?
Yeah, outside of Jamaica, recording, performing, touring, etc. I mean, you know, respect to Jamaica. Jamaica is a foundation and where everything starts. But, you know, the reality is you can do so much and no more.
Okay.
As far as Jamaica is concerned. So you have to go out there and spread the wings.
Okay.
So not knock on new doors and,
okay.
you know.
And what we meant by not being a front runner is because we're not hearing a Chino on the hottest rhythm and in the playlist of some of the hot segment on radio and so on. So it doesn't mean that you weren't working, and that's why it's important that you explain that for us.
I always tell people there's a very thin line between being hot and having a career.
Yes.
And a big thin line between having a hot song and a hit song.
Okay.
You understand? It's easy to get a hot song, but the main focus is having a song that will stand the test of time.
Okay.
You understand? You have a hot song now, and will it be still relevant 6 months from now, 1 year from now, 2 years from now? You understand? When you have songs that stand the test of time now, you have a long-lasting career.
Okay.
You understand? I can go on any stage before, after, or share the same stage as any hot artist or man at the moment, and I can still get equal or a bigger forward than that person because we have solid hit songs, real hit songs that stand the test of time. Yeah.
Well, it's a very important distinction you're making.
Yeah.
And we hope young artists are listening. And some will say, you know, you have guidance from, you're part of the big ship. You have the veteran Freddie who can guide you along this line.
Yeah, we learn from the best.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I would definitely say that. We learn from the best and we take notes. You understand? Them say children live what them learn. So, you know, give thanks to have great examples.
All right, let's talk about the project now. What exactly is the project?
Well, projects. We've been working on a number of singles. You know what I mean? Some of them are out there, released right now. Currently we have Zion Step, produced by Frankie Music. You know what I mean? That's getting a lot of rotation, a lot of love out there. We have What About Love?
Yes.
With Denique and the Dark Temptation Rhythm, produced by Triton. You understand? Big up. That's getting a lot of love, a lot of rotation. We actually just completed the video for that. And there's also Barshella.
Yes.
You understand? And the Wire Them Rhythm, produced.
So these are singles.
Yes,
two of which you have videos for.
Yes.
Which we'll be sampling in just a little bit.
Yeah. All of these tracks are leading up to an EP. There's also Boring Man, which is getting a lot of love. That will actually be featured on VP Records' upcoming Strictly the Best compilation series. You know what I mean? That's getting a lot of love, especially overseas. You understand? So pretty excited about that one. So all of that, as I said, leading up to an EP. Separate and apart from that now, album number 4, that will be my 4th official studio album, which will be the GMTA project. GMTA stands for Great Minds Think Alike, and that project will be a full-length album with myself and my brother Steven, the genius. Yeah.
But that's you just made a little bit of news there, because one wouldn't think of you, you know, for some reason I don't have in my head, Chino, that you've gone 4. This is your 4th album, that you've gone 3 already.
Yeah. My first album was in 2007. That's Unstoppable. That was exclusively for Japan.
Yes.
That album had tracks like Red Bull and Guineas, you know, the club, Rave All Night, you know, that whole series of songs. Then the follow-up was exclusively for Japan again, which was Never Changed. That was a real top chart topper, you know what I mean, chart topping album, singles, ringtones, etc. That had Never Changed from Man in a Japanese version of that too. Also Rough It Up, Me and You with Ali, and all of those songs, you understand? And then the third one now, Chino, which was the VP release. That was the official worldwide release. That was 2011.
Okay, so it's only one big worldwide release so far.
Yes.
So do you have a name for this upcoming one yet?
GMTA project, Great Minds Think Alike. GMTA. So you can look out for that.
Let's go to one of the tracks right now.
We run the road like the tire them. Hey, well what a thing when we enter ya. Most couple black out in fire. Hey, what a thing when Chino and Big Ship link up with New Empire. When we make it rain, no one, no umbrella. When the entourage pop up, cheddar them fin who we are. Barshella, we are Barcelona, Barshella, we are Barshella, Barcelona.
All right, Barshella. Chino the Barshella. Yeah, shell no bar rude boy. So,
I mean, it's just one, you know what I mean, a happy vibe party song, you understand, in the vein of like a rave all night.
Yes, we just want to remind everyone to shell responsibly.
Shell responsibly, please.
Okay, all right, cool. So that one is out and spinning right now.
Yeah, definitely. Getting a lot of radio love,
yes.
You understand? So it was a no-brainer to shoot the video for that one. So. Yeah.
All right, so let's go to the second single now. This one features Denique?
No, this one is actually called Zion Step,
okay.
Produced by Frankie Music.
Let's go to it.
These are the days when the fittest survive and the meek shall inherit the earth. And no surprise, every country decriminalize, now the weed that replenish the earth. If you're not wise, not your eyes, you're gonna meet your demise. The weak shall be buried in dirt. Weeping and moaning and gnashing of teeth, you're weak and even your belly will hurt. Here man a plan and a plot how many head for birds and then not do many like research. Remember say we are prince and princesses on the earth, don't feel like a penny's a word.
Right. Zion Step is the title of that one. So that's two singles that are out there right now.
Yeah.
Anybody can go get.
To be continued.
To be continued. And so much more to come, Chino.
Yeah, definitely.
An EP, this is leading up to an EP.
Yeah.
And then later on an album. The album will be out next year, I suspect.
The album will be out in the first quarter of next year.
Oh, as early as that?
Yeah, however, we'll be releasing the first official single and video in a matter of weeks. You understand? Because with that project, every single track on the album will be accompanied by a video. So we're making it a visual album.
So wait a minute. So all this time you've been overseas recording and touring and stuff.
Yeah,
and
in Jamaica too.
You were planning, and in Jamaica, quietly. Yeah. You were planning this whole
because
onslaught, it sounds.
I mean, with music, especially with albums, timing is key.
Yes.
You understand? Sometimes you have this material and, you know what I mean, you really want to put them up, but you have to time it and pace it. You understand?
So you deliberately decided to do a lot of work?
Yeah, definitely.
To do videos, to do singles, to start an album,
and,
to do an EP?
And I mean, another reason, the fans, I guess they've been complaining over time, they haven't been getting much visuals.
From you?
From me and from us in general. You understand myself?
From the Big Ship?
Yeah. So, you know what I mean? I'm like sick of visuals now.
All right, sir. So you're unleashing right now on them right. 2 videos back to back on stage. It's the first time we're doing that. Premiering 2 videos for one artist. Not that we have the space to do it all the time, but
if thanks.
The Big Ship is big on stage. Okay, talk a little family for me now, Chino. What's going on with fam?
With fam.
Is Genius?
Yeah, Genius is great. He has been spending a lot of time overseas doing some great work, some great international works too. You understand? So that has been keeping him quite
working with mainstream artists and stuff?
Yes, definitely. Mainstream artists working on some projects that, you know, I mean, have been even nominated and won Grammys.
Then tell name, call names.
The Genius will be back here. You understand, to elaborate more on it. Because actually, me and the Genius have to come back now to speak on our project collectively.
Okay.
So he'll elaborate more on that. But yeah, he's been doing some wonderful, some great works out there, especially between the States and the UK.
Okay.
You understand, which is even a greater strength for our project. You understand, because we have that push and that market and that network.
And Father Freddie?
Yeah, the captain is great. Good. He's actually working on his next album that should be out early next year as well. I think that one is called Back to My Roots. Me and him actually have a track together on it. So yeah, it's a great project. I've listened to tracks and, you know what I mean, so far so good.
Sounds like a foundation kind of sounding album?
Yeah, for the most part.
Back to My Roots.
Yes.
That's the title to look for.
Yeah.
From the captain.
Yeah, from the captain. So the whole ship working. The
whole ship
active. Yeah.
Yashima Beth, how is she doing?
Yeah, she's great. She's great. She's working. She just got married. You know that goes. So
yes.
Big up Shima.
Yes, big up Shim.
Yeah, but she stay working, stay on the road too. You know, she's mostly on the road, doing the whole performance thing. you know what I mean, with the captain or collectively with the family.
Okay.
So yeah, she's great.
All right, so talk a little bit about, you had a case. It's a custody case, isn't it? Wasn't it?
Something like that.
And where is it now? Is it over?
Well, I don't really want to elaborate too much on that.
Well, we're not getting into details.
For more reasons than one. Yeah, we still have an ongoing situation, but you don't know. It is what it is.
It is not impeding your progress, and
No,
it's not a
definitely
stress
not.
at the moment?
No.
So it's just a matter of time
I
then?
look very stress-free.
No, it looks that way to me. So it's just a matter of time then before it is resolved.
Yeah.
So it's still in court, I take it?
Yeah.
Still in court. All right, cool. So is the little one?
The little ones are great.
The little ones, yes.
Yeah, the
little ones are okay.
Great. Yeah, man, growing fast, you don't know, brilliant, you know, yeah.
Well, we never ask you if you're a good daddy, you know. You don't have no choice. You're going to be. You're a family man.
All right.
So you must be a good father. You have no choice.
All right.
Too many people will be coming at you. So me never ask if you're a good father, you.
Right.
Chino, it sounds like the year 2016 is a big one for you.
Yeah, definitely. Exciting.
Sounding like a big one. We can't wait to bring you back to look at the progress, because we're expecting some big things.
No doubt, definitely.
I mean, if Big Ship is coming so hard, if you guys are working so hard, Daddy Freddy, Genius, yourself,
the whole world.
Albums, EP, man.
Yeah. So next time, I think we should come back collectively.
Oh, gosh, that would be good. Live, anytime.
Right,
yes, sir. All right, Chin. Blessed love. Well, there you have him right here on stage. One of the princes of the Big Ship. Stay with us when we come back right here on stage. The Spice will be on. Wow.
I saw me go and come me don't have the man. So me sit down and just a wine pa me song. Wine pa the floor, get mad and along.
Reaching more and more screens around the world every week. On stage. So much more than entertainment.
Welcome back after a successful tour of Europe. Agent Sasco brings to our stage right now the theory of reggaetivity. Sasco,
enough respect.
bless her. You don't even come out of playing good, but you're there. You have to touch the stage. We appreciate it.
Yeah,
So,
and likewise, I appreciate it.
Where did you go?
So we did a couple of cities well in Germany. We did like 5 cities in Germany. We did Paris, 2 cities in Italy, Perugia and Rome, and Austria and a place called Innsbruck. No, hear me, Vienna and Innsbruck in Austria. Yeah.
Okay, so what's the takeaway in relation to the state of the music?
Let me tell you, it's a serious time for music, and it's all well and good for come on, on stage and try to paint a fantastic picture of things. I mean, we have been hearing the argument about dancehall and reggae being dead and all of that. But I can tell you, from what I've seen this time around, is that there is cause for concern, but and at the same time there is cause for
to be optimistic too.
Yeah, definitely, because
so both are coexisting right now.
Well,
opportunities are there, but things are dying.
Well, I wouldn't want to use the term dying. Like I say, it's really, there's cause for real concern, and there is cause for action.
Okay.
And so the players who really love this music and care for it and want to see it continue to grow and do well are, need to, first of all, look at what the realities are. And the reality is that, serious action needs to be taken. But, we had a great run, and, outside of this story, I'm clearer now in terms of how to move forward in that market. And, with this album also is kind of like a useful tool in the whole process.
Okay, give us some more details about how to move forward. What do you, what
well,
does that mean?
we need to recognize what we have in this music. We need to recognize that this music is still a young, from reggae and dancehall being the younger one, but reggae music, I mean, if we want, we can, and this is, by the way, what the theory of reggaetivity is about. It's really taking a kind of sort of like an academic look at the music in terms of where reggae come from. You know, what is the date of birth for reggae? Because it started at a point, you know, when was that?
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So let's call it late 60s or 1970, somewhere in there, so it's in that little
69. Let's say 69, 70.
No, well, I guess it's 70. But that's our version. Anyway, so we're going to say 1970. Now, if my math serve me correct, we talk about a music that is 45 years old. There is no, it don't old to be here forever. It wasn't here forever. It never there from the start of time, matter of fact. So in order for it to stay here and in order for it to go another 45 years, then things need to happen and we need to recognize that. It's not a given that the music going to 45 more years.
All right, so let's clarify this though, because the new unique sound that is now officially called reggae or Jamaica's music, Jamaica's pop music, own unique pop music, came about at the turn of the 60s with ska.
Yes.
Then it transformed into rocksteady in 66 to 68, and 69 it was changed to what we call reggae.
Right, no, yes.
Right, so it's really over 50 years old in terms of the entire body of work that is considered Jamaica's pop music, unique pop sound. So reggae though, as a genre, really came about 69, a genre.
Yeah.
But I think the umbrella name, my personal position on this, because all of this is very...
This is interesting.
It's very fluid. The official umbrella family name, in my view, is reggae, but that name came only after. The umbrella family name...
The DNA was already there.
Yes, the DNA for reggae, because there's a common thread in all the genres.
Yes.
The ska genre, the rocksteady genre, the reggae genre, and the dancehall.
The vibe.
There's a vibe in there that is common among all of them.
Yes.
So for me, the whole body of work for 55 years is really reggae.
Yes.
That's the name for it. You're talking then specifically about
reggae,
the genre.
Yes.
Okay.
See, and as me I say, just understanding that, just take into account that it's 45 years old and a lot of work and sweat and tears that have to go into that 45 years. We need to recognize that in order for the music to see another 45 years, and when we say reggae, we don't mean it have to exist in the exact same form, but in order for Jamaican music to still have a presence in the world and for people, for we have more Bob Marleys and more Dennis Browns and people to represent the culture across the platform, then work need to go in still. It's not we can't just there go and like say it by itself. That's the vibe. And when we say work, we mean serious work. Like this tour was about work. It wasn't about glamour and palaver and things. It's work, it name. And this is where I feel the responsibility. And every man who, carry the music forward anywhere in the world you go, as an ambassador of the music, this is how serious it is. A girl in Austria said to me that she's a dancer, she run a little dance studio, dancehall business me I talk about, and people come and them teach her lessons and she travel doing dancehall. So she's in university, so I say, how did you start? Well, how did you even know about the music? You're born Austrian, your family now nothing to do with reggae, what you know about it? Our sister introduced her to reggae, our older sister. Our sister get introduced to reggae. What the first live concert, you see, Assassin in Vienna 9 years ago. And she did able to leave that concert with a vibe to start follow up this music now. She can introduce her sister to it, and here we have another generation of somebody in Austria who care about dancehall and reggae music. Yes. That is the responsibility that you have when you go up on the stage anyway to represent the music. It's not just, boy, you're going to do a show and it's about you. It's not about you, my brethren.
All right. You got some some mainstream exposure this year. Talk a little bit about that.
Well, yes, I was featured on the Kendrick Lamar Black of the Berry song, and outside of that, we have some work with Cardinal Official as well, Raekwon, Melanie Fiona. I was a performer at the 365 Black Awards. I did Verses and Flow, an appearance with Raekwon, and a year and a half ago was the Kanye West feature on that album. Now, for me, that's just another way of once again representing the music.
All right, let's delve a little deeper now into the theory of reggaetivity now.
Yeah, see, I'm a beard I grow a little.
The actual project now, talk about it. What exactly is it?
So the theory of reggaetivity was born out of being in Europe a year ago and recognizing, or rather, in certain reasoning with the same bridging them as me I tell you, the man them who carry the music forward inside the marketplace, because it's not no mainstream radio do the thing. It's just little sound man them in the respective cities, so we big them up. So in reasoning with a bridging who actually was the tour manager, Pioneer, he was saying that, in order for really galvanize this kind of support that they have, pocket by pocket here, they need albums. This is how this market works. They want your work in a format where them can listen and vibe to and say, yes, we want to see perform them song what we have on the album and vibe to. So that's where the idea for our album was born. I mean, my last project came out 2007, so it was more than overdue. A couple more. My first reggae song was a hit song. Well, it in its own regard, a song named God Not Sleep and Crybaby Rhythm. You know what I mean? So, but you do that and then you have the dance all in between and whatever. So I say, what, I really want to commit to a full body of reggae. So the theory of reggaetivity now is to say that this is not me knowing everything about reggae. This is me exploring. So it's a theory. It's my take.
Okay. It's your take on it.
Yeah.
I got you now, sir. Yeah. So let's take a little piece of your take on this project, Reggaetivity from Assassi. What's the name of this title?
So the song now we're going to listen is a song called Mix Up. It's massive in the sound culture. Like this song is Sound Killer 101,
Okay.
And got the break in actually the East Coast of USA, like New York. Big up DJ Roy and Irie Jam, them really run with that one and thing. So, and this is produced by Ranch Entertainment, Shaggy and the gang, Mix up, mix this on stage.
Mix this. Man, boy, I'm on a rush them like a pit bull. Mix with a ratty, tap them like a rifle. Mix with a shotty, and over them, love the watchy, chatty like a peeping Tom. Mix with the motor massy, try to mix up the original with carbon copy.
All right, so that video was shot where?
In New York. So, I think because it get the break in New York, it was only right, for go back to which part the vibe they generate from and get the video done.
The album is out when, roughly?
Well, we are aiming for, yes man, we're aiming for November 27th actually. We still have, I's to dot and T's to cross, but you don't know many rivers to cross like the great singer said.
So the end of November we should look for?
Yeah, well before the year is out. Let's say
the theory of reggaetivity.
Yeah, man.
From Agent Sasco.
And this is not gibberish either. E equal, because the theory of relativity, don't confuse it with Einstein work now.
Yeah.
The theory of relativity say E equal MC squared. And the massive who know about them physics can tell you what that really means. Well, this is E equal, see a C there, and this is C sharp minor. Good.
Okay, well, I wouldn't know anything about that, sir. I know nothing about music. I can only talk about it. I know. Agent, as usual, sir, it's always so good to have you on our stage.
Yeah, no,
and thanks for the update on what's going on with music in Europe.
Yeah, man, but as we say, it's a good time for action, so we call on the people who really mean this music good for take it serious and let's get going. And I have to do this every time I come on the program. I have to do this. Right? Yeah. Stay with us on stage.
Okay, because the spicy one is next right here on stage.
I saw me go and come me down off the man. So me sit down and just a wine for me song. Wine for the floor, getting my dangalang.
Reaching more and more screens around the world every week. On stage. So much more than entertainment.
Welcome back. Each year in Jamaican dancehall, the Yuletide season is a time when newcomers face what is termed the acid test, while established acts seek to affirm relevance. One artist who is assuring relevance this season is the lady who has been on a roll ever since January 2014 when her fan base exploded with this single.
Yes, I saw me like it. Look on me body, on me wine it.
The single won fans everywhere on the planet, garnering over 31 million views on YouTube. The self-styled stage show boss we're talking about who joins us right now, right here on our stage with Nidlai, aimed at the season. Wow. Spicy.
What's up, Winnie?
Wow.
Thanks for having me again.
It's nice to have you again because this time we're not talking no controversy.
Right.
We're not talking about other girls who you're fighting with. We want to talk about your music. I want you to start by telling me what I don't know, what others don't know in my studio and our viewers around the world about what Some Me Like It did for you.
Some Me Like It took me to places that I've never been to before. Some Me Like It brought tears to my eyes when I go to places like, you know, some places that people don't even speak English and they're singing the song word for word. Remember that song is an English song.
Yes.
And when people that speak Spanish, French, when I tour Europe all over the place and I see all these white people singing the song word for word, it really touches my heart. So it has brought me to places that I've never been to before. 31 million views, Winfred, I never dream about. I never dreamt that I could actually have a song with 31 million views. So I didn't even see it coming.
So if one is aiming, if one is ambitious about becoming a global player in the mainstream global dancehall, reggae, pop space, all it takes is a song.
One song.
And it can come anytime.
Anytime, and you never know when that song is going to come or what that song is going to be, but all it takes is one song.
And in writing that song, it's your own song.
I wrote that song from start to finish.
Were you thinking of
I
words?
even helped make the beat. I'm responsible for that song entirely, 100%.
You made the beat as well?
I helped to make the beat. I went to Nat Nice, I basically tell him what I wanted. So it's not like him did have the rhythm and say, see a rhythm here, put the song on it. I started the whole project from scratch.
So
and that is what made me love the song even more.
So you were dabbling in production?
Definitely.
On this track?
Definitely.
You wrote it yourself?
I wrote it myself.
Were you thinking word? Were you thinking all these places in the world that it will go? Or were you just servicing your dancehall space?
I mean, at that time when I got Some Me Like It, I wasn't even hot on the scene. And I think at that point, I put my all into it. Because you know, when I have a song, you know, Winfred, nobody now look for you, just tell yourself, look here, I need to find a song like right now. It's either no or never. So it's like, I think that all of that burst of energy went into that song. So it's like me, I say, listen, I have to get a song right now.
So much energy that you had to get into the production as well.
Definitely.
And have to arrange the beat, to make it sound the way you want it.
I was telling him, I want this, I want that. I mean, you know, I want the boom boom right there, so this, you know. But I mean, I think Nat Nice and I, we have something in common because, you know, we did the Ramping Shop as well. So we have chemistry.
So, all right, to talk about this project for me now, this new project that you're aiming at the season with, is it just one single or more than one?
Well, I have other songs that is out, right? I mean, Back Bend is out and it did extremely well. Yes. It has over 1 million views. Like a Man has over 3 million views. So I have other songs that is out there, but my main focus right now is Niglai. I just dropped the video. 5 days, it got over 100,000 views. It just goes to show that my fan base is growing and that people are watching what I'm doing right now. So it's like, you know,
you've got the world's attention.
I've got the world's attention.
Yes.
That is definitely the sentence that I need to say. People love the video, the creativity. I bring them back to the old school, 80s, 90s.
Oh, that's
type
smart,
of thing.
yes.
Very good. So people are like, whoa, this is amazing.
That is smart, because the old school is always more powerful and relevant worldwide than the new stuff.
I'm amazed by the response. People are like, yes, we long for some of this authentic dancehall beat, bringing back, paying homage to the history of dancehall. And that's exactly what I did with this Niglai song.
Well, let's drop the Niglai right now, right here.
Niglai good, Niglai good. My body good, me know me body good. Niglai good, Niglai good. My body good, me know me body good. Big it up, look how me back it up, me wind it up, me rock it up, look how me catch and I sit up. Round about me lift it up like it's a car, I get jack up and make me body I get up like a balloon, I pump up.
Niglai. Wow, what a rebirth of the 1990s with that video.
Definitely. People are enjoying it. They're loving it.
Yeah, they should. It's nice. It's reminded us of...
real old school. Of course, I have to big up Shabba Ranks because I saw him in Best of the Best a few months ago.
The Niglai boss.
Yes. You know, Spice. I'm tell you, I love the song, you know, I like it. And I was really, really happy to hear that from him. So I have to big up Shabba Ranks on this one.
The Emperor.
Definitely.
All right, so that song is, I mean, some of these kids who are dancing with you in the video, they weren't even born in some of them. Or maybe they were babies. When this song...
It was really fun to do it because, you know, everybody's young girls, so everybody's like, oh, I'm over here, oh, I'm to do something for my nose. And, you know, so, you know, we were all trying to go back into
yes,
the,
because
so it was really fun.
The whole Carleen era.
Yes.
Well, you know, she brought all the style and fashion
Yes.
to dance on.
They never banned them time they win it.
Never banned yes. But we read about it, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Spicy, that is spicy, you know what I mean?
It
And I just can't wait to see how it plays in the season this
Definitely.
year, this song. Let's clear up some little social media.
Anything for you.
Because we see one picture where somebody puts up your boyfriend, right?
With a Japanese
with a girl. And them I say, he's actually having an affair.
With the Japanese girl. But
with
you
a
saw
girl.
the video. You
Yes.
saw the video, Winnie. It's a scene from the video.
Yes.
So what happened was the picture came out before the video.
Yes.
And it was a scene taken from the Niglai video with the Japanese girl. Because the guy that played the role, most people might already know that it's my boyfriend.
Yes.
So they saw the picture only with him and the Japanese. And I said, Wagwan, yes, sir. The Spice boyfriend.
So they made up a story.
So
that he was caught.
Yes, that he was caught with the Japanese. Of course, I actually put up some of the pictures as well to say, what is this? And then, you know, my fans, them already, them take it and run with him. They even, a lot of people was even attacking him. Oh, what is, so you forgot to do that with the Japanese? And this spice? And it was just a lot of
But
things.
wasn't there a previous thing where it was the other way around with a video? He was actually accusing you.
Yes, yes.
Of getting too mushy with a guy.
With a guy.
With a muscle guy.
But actually the guy did, you know, sexy and thing. That's why. You know how uno man stay. If the man never look good.
So you weren't worried about him getting close up with the Japanese?
Actually, I wasn't worried because I was aware that it was from the video. If it was just like a regular picture, of course, you know, I'd say, oh, what you saw. But
Yes.
I was aware that it
But
was
not
from the
even a little
League
bit of
Live
jealousy?
video. No,
The
I
Japanese
wasn't.
coming out. The Japanese are hot, you know. You didn't feel
You
a little
said?
bit? Yeah, so that's that.
That is that.
That
It
was
wasn't,
what that
it wasn't
was
anything
about.
like that. It was a scene from the League Live video.
Okay, and you're also in social media. You had to apologize for dancing with a kid.
Actually, it was a kid dancing
An
on my set.
underage boy, it
yes.
was, right?
Actually, he was 13 years old, to be exact. It was about that age. But what happened, Winfred, he is an artist. You know, they have a lot of young youths that they say is an artist. His father brought him to the show.
Yes.
And I was performing, actually. And of course, you know, I'm always inviting fans to come and have fun with me on stage. And an older guy came on stage, like a big man come up on the stage, and he wasn't doing well. So, you know, the crowd, they must say, come off of the stage when you're not going good.
Okay.
So the father took his son, who was about 13, on the stage. He said, come show them, man. Yeah. I mean, you know, at the time, people would laugh about it. Kind of say, look how the little boy, I mash up the place and I do better than the man. And I think at the time I got carried away. Because, you know, when you're up on stage and you're performing, there's a burst of energy. You're trying to please the crowd. So everybody was cheering the little boy. He was dancing with the other girl and having fun. And I mean, I think at the time I probably didn't snap because actually I did snap and I was like, who is this little boy? I was whispering to the guy, what is happening? Who is this little boy? And he was like, no man, I'm a son. Make him stay, boss him, an artist, Ray, boss him, make him stay, make him mash up the place. And I think I got carried away. And I mean, when I look back at it and to know that he was 13 and he was underage, I probably should have stopped it.
Yes.
At the time. But I mean, I think I got carried away and that's what happened when I was performing. I think I should have told him to get off the stage. I was wondering why the child was there in the first place. Like, how did he got in the venue? A lot of questions were supposed to be asked.
Yes.
But I mean,
But
it wasn't his space.
Was it
wasn't
a
his
paid
place.
venue?
Yes, it was a paid venue. It was a stage show. I was doing a performance on a stage show. It was a paid venue. It was at a dance. It's an adult audience.
Oh, so that father...
That father shouldn't have brought him there.
And the
I probably
promoter of the
shouldn't have
event...
allowed him to be on the stage.
Yes.
And the list goes on.
Yeah, that's it. That speaks to how loose our country is.
Yeah.
My God, that not that, man.
Police was at the
and the whole world is watching because the thing went
Security
viral.
was at the gate. It went viral.
viral.
And then, you know, my thing started. Everybody watch me, so everybody, the whole world turned upon it and pick it up and run with it. So it went viral and everybody was like...
Well, my dear, maybe
Well,
your husband needs to be standing around looking for things like this in the future because the brand Spice must not be seen
yes.
as any little dibby brand.
I came out though and I apologized. Yes. I mean, I apologized to my fans. A lot of people was like, oh, you're a mother, you shouldn't allow that and stuff like that. And I do apologize to them because nobody's perfect. We're all human and we do make mistakes sometimes. Of course. So I did come out and make a public apology to all my fans and people who have heard about, seeing that and stuff like that.
So how does the season look for you?
It looks great. Fully booked. Until next year, I'll have another Europe tour coming again as the year next year touching. So it's looking great for me. I'm working hard, so I'm reaping what I'm sowing. So I'm doing good. So I feel good. The year looks good. I have a lot of shows coming up and stuff. So
working hard is an understatement for a mother of two.
Yes.
But you can't help yourself.
I can't help it. When I don't have a show, I'm still up at nights, right through the night, because it's like my body just.
Spice. Wow. It's so good to have you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Stay in the mainstream. Stay in the mainstream lane, sweetheart. You belong. And we know you can rock it. Definitely. You can sustain it.
Definitely.
You've got it. You've got what it takes to do it. So do it.
Yes.
Do it for dancehall. Do it for Jamaica.
And before I go, Winnie, I have to tell you, I have to big up the streets right now because things has changed also with the selector them. They're supporting females now. Once upon a time with that customer, I said we're not getting a support from people. We are getting it now, so I have to big up the streets. Safi will always step on the street with me. Boom, boom, them. They might give me a good energy. Westy, all of the selector them right now, Atarice and the Wall Street. Things have changed where they're really supporting the females now and they're playing the songs. So I have to big up the whole street team right now. Big up Vibes Cartel. Me now go away until me say that. Big up the world boss. Canar, big up myself, the Wall Street. Everybody's doing good for female right now.
Oh, that's very good news really for the females. We saw that.
We are getting the support
because there was a surge during the summer.
Yes.
And it played out at some fest when 6 women were on Dance All Night.
Definitely.
All right, there you have her right here on stage, a spicy danceola. Winfred Williams, on behalf of all of us, thanking you for joining us. Do join us again next week for more Explosive on Stage. Hi, thanks for watching our video. Hope you have enjoyed it. Please subscribe to our channel by clicking right here and enjoy so much more where that came from. Is that the case?
I mean, that's a big question sign for even me as a member. I don't know where the group members are, but I know that this is not a publicity stunt. I know it's a real issue.